The hard no. Setting financial boundaries with the bank of mom and dad. Retirement wisdom. Takeshi sat at his sturdy oak desk, the morning sun highlighting the worn index tabs of his leather-bound ledger. At 72, he was often asked by his peers for advice on the trickiest investment of all, the bank of mom and dad. He opened the book to the section marked Parental Support Limits. He knew that in retirement, the most dangerous thing one can do is set one's own safety net on fire to keep their children warm. A knock at the door signaled Haru's arrival. The younger man didn't look for an easy chair this time. He paced the room, his eyes fixed on a credit card statement. "Dad, I'm short on the mortgage this month. If you could just bridge the gap until my bonus." Takeshi listened, recognizing the familiar rhythm of a temporary crisis that had become a recurring pattern. Akemi, Takeshi's wife, entered with a tray of tea, her expression firm but kind. She set a cup before Haru. "We love you, Haru," she began, "but we have to discuss the oxygen mask rule. On an airplane, one puts their own on first so they can help others. If we deplete our savings to cover your lifestyle, we will eventually become a financial burden for you to carry in our 80s. Takeshi and Akemi shared a look of silent agreement. They remembered the years they spent meticulously calculating their survival number, the amount needed to ensure they never had to move into Haru's spare room out of necessity. "Our independence is the greatest gift we can give you," Takeshi explained. "If we give you this money now, we are selling your future peace of mind to solve a problem you created today." Takeshi turned the ledger to a page titled Bridges versus Life Rafts. He showed Haru a flowchart. A bridge is a one-time help for a catastrophe, a medical bill, or a job loss, Takeshi said, pointing to the ink. A life raft is when you are constantly sinking because your boat is too heavy. Giving money to a sinking boat only delays the inevitable. It doesn't fix the leak. Haru took the ledger into his own hands, flipping to the section labeled The Cost of Dependency. He saw a list of lessons learned in his father's hand. One line stood out. "Every time I pay a bill for my son, I steal a bit of his resilience." Haru realized that his parents weren't being stingy. They were protecting his character and their own dignity. "If we do this," Takeshi said, sliding a pen toward Haru, "it is a formal loan with an interest rate and a repayment schedule. This isn't a gift. It's a boundary exercise." He opened the ledger to a template for a family loan agreement. Takeshi knew that clarity between family members was the only way to prevent resentment from festering like a debt. Akemi stood by Haru and placed a hand on his shoulder. "We won't pay the mortgage, Haru, but we will sit with you every Sunday and help you build a budget that works. We will give you our time and our wisdom, which are far more valuable than our cash." Haru looked up at her, seeing for the first time that support didn't always come in an envelope. A week later, Takeshi watched from the porch as Haru worked in his own driveway, cleaning out his car to list it for sale. Haru wasn't looking for a handout anymore. He was looking for a way out. Takeshi felt a sense of pride far greater than if he had simply written a check. Haru was finally learning the value of the hard no. Takeshi joined Akemi in the garden as the sun began to set. They had secured their future, and, in doing so, had secured Haru's. Wisdom after 60 wasn't about hoarding wealth. It was about knowing that the strongest safety net is one that teaches everyone how to fly. They watched the horizon, knowing their ledger and their hearts were perfectly balanced.